Miley, is it March 19th?
Where did we talk about putting that one part in the cash lease? Oh, let me see.
Okay. Let's just go through part by part. It is possible that her family death was influenced by contamination from PFAS.
I'm John Hancock, president of the West Plains Water Coalition. Our organization was founded because PFAS was discovered in our groundwater. PFAS, or per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, are known as the forever chemicals, putting at risk the drinking water of around 4,000 rural families on the West Plains. In 2023, the coalition produced a film called Troubled Waters, explaining the pollution that affected our neighbors. We've come to learn that we're just one of 9,000 PFAS communities nationwide. Many of these communities have agricultural risks that are being ignored by regulators and manufacturers. Reardan is near the West Plains. Farming is its heritage. Agriculture is a key part of the curriculum at Reardan Edwall High School. Many students there participate in the Future Farmers of America and its debate program known as the Agricultural Issues Forum. When they were choosing a topic for the forum, 3 Reardan students came to us to learn about PFAS. Their presentation to public audiences aligns with our mission to educate the public about the aquifer we share and that we can't live without.
It's the Ag Issues Forum, which is a contest within the FFA, and you have to pick a topic that's contentious. It's a scripted debate, essentially, where you represent both sides equally, and you can't present a solution, and then you leave it to the audience to decide whatever they think.
These 3 young neighbors' recent performances have astonished their audiences.
PFAS contamination on the West Plains.
Can Spokane County build a bridge over these troubled waters?
So the idea is after our presentation that the audience should be able to make up their mind and be like, yes, we can, or no, we can't.
While we are all in agreement that PFAS is an issue, proponents and opponents take different stances when it comes how to mitigate and remediate the impacts. Some want to build bridges to solutions, others are afraid the river's too wide to cross.
Proponents of taking action believe that PFAS has become more than an environmental issue, and is a quickly growing concern within public health and agriculture, and communities are already experiencing its devastating effects. We further argue that the West Plains needs not only to continue, but also expand their efforts to mitigate and remediate.
Opponents contend that efforts have reached their limit. The fingers are being pointed at the county, state, federal, and corporate levels, and the true culprit may be hidden in waters too deep and dark to navigate. Further complicating the issue, the chemistry surrounding PFAS is unique and simply too complex to warrant further action. Finally, financial burdens are problematic, as they rely primarily on state and federal funding.
Pearlie just sent us an article about PFAS being found in the Spokane River. And so we went to a West Plains Water Coalition meeting in June, and that's where we really learned the scale of this issue, and that's how we decided that we wanted to do this topic.
While PFAS drifted through the air and water, it has also found its way into the earth beneath us. Biosolids meant to feed the soil were spread across the farmland as a gift, a promise of greener harvests and healthier land. But hidden within that promise was a poison that couldn't be detected. Over time, unknown and unregulated potential contamination flowed quietly through the land, seeping from soil to crop, from cattle to human, winding its way into the bloodstream of the West Plains itself, until everything was touched by one name, PFAS.
At first it was really hard because you can't argue either side. You can't argue, yes, PFAS is good, or no, it's bad. So we had to figure out what we were going to argue. Proponents maintain that PFAS contamination is a serious and growing problem that deserves continuing attention and action.
Across industries, companies are taking meaningful steps to reduce PFAS and protect consumers. Non-stick cook pans have even begun to advertise PFOA-free labels. demonstrating that change is possible.
Having PFOA-free products is just the first plank in what could become a bridge towards a cleaner living and a possible solution. Chemical exposures have been overcome before, and proponents believe that with continued research, it can be done again.
Slapping a PFOA-free label on a pan is a nice start, but it comes with a high cost. Reformulation, filtration, and water testing cost billions. Ultimately, this is only a small step that hardly addresses the issue. PFOA is only one of 14,000 varieties of PFAS.
Opponents, while sympathetic, largely believe that the contamination is too widespread, and the chemistry and geology is different from anything we faced in the past.
The water that's in the aquifer, is there any effort or any means to cleaning that water, or is it just going to settle out over time? I mean, what happens? Is it just, you say it's forever chemical, is it just going to be in the aquifer forever? It doesn't, how would we clean the aquifer?
It will eventually get out of water. It just takes decades, and for that volume of water, it would take thousands of years. And so there's no realistic way to get it out of the aquifer.
Bree Brinkman, site manager for Department of Ecology, warns there is no feasible way to clean out the aquifer in the near future. It would take resources equivalent to our entire national budget for PFAS and many years of work and research.
There's not technology yet that even could do that amount of water. And so at this point, I think it's more helping the families that have been contaminated and making sure that they're not intaking that water anymore. Thanks to recent research done by Dr. Chad Pritchard at EWU, we now know how PFAS moves through those paleo channels. Turns out, the contamination has a roadmap, and we have the directions to track it down and treat the affected wells.
Right, Paige. Understanding how PFAS moves helps us target the problem more effectively. To fully grasp the urgency of continued cleanup efforts, proponents consider the long-term effects that extend far beyond simple water quality issues, affecting crops, residents, and livestock for generations to come.
Before we expect others to act, we need to face the damage happening right here at home. PFAS blood levels on the West Plains are much higher than the national average. If that doesn't raise alarm, what will?
Why did you choose this as a topic? Why do you care about this issue?
We really have a lot of personal connection to it, each one of us differently. Like my grandpa, he actually lives right across from the Air Force Base, and they put a filtration system into his backyard. It's in a shed. The water has to go through all these filters before it reaches the house to get the PFAS out of it because he's so close and his contamination levels are so high.
The Department of Defense tested our well, and in April of 2024, we had 8.1 parts per trillion of PFOS. At the time, it wasn't over the regulatory numbers. At that time, it was 70 parts per trillion. But now in 2026, for PFOS, anything over 4 parts per trillion is considered dangerous. So we unknowingly had dangerous levels of contamination in our house. We are no longer drinking off of our well, but I have livestock, and so my livestock are drinking the slightly contaminated water, but still, I don't want any contamination anywhere near my cows or my horses. So I would have never known any of this about my property or my animals if it wasn't for this presentation.
So one more, and then I'll give the mic up. This has got me really curious. So if the Air Force comes out and they test someone's well, and it's within the safe drinking limits, then they just go away, and then 3 months later you could have levels that are dangerous, correct? And is there been any follow-up?
So with my family, we had to do the follow-up because they stopped testing our well. We emailed kind of the head person for that, like, hey, we've never gotten these test results, and then we did have a high amount. Is there anything you can do for us? Even if you give us free bottled water? And they said no. So we are left paying for our own water. Their higher priority is people over 12 parts per trillion. And so since we're 8.1, we're not the priority. Really, we're just kind of left stuck on our own.
I think it's definitely something that
even if we wanted to, we wouldn't be able to shake off. It's definitely something that's going to live on with us for forever.
We're not just here to compete, we're here to educate the public and the people, especially getting to do all these forums. It's really cool being able to educate people, friends, family, members of our community. It's a really awesome experience.
It's not easy to explain and simplify the science, and the polluters and their attorneys don't really want to share much about the history. I think their helpful storytelling about PFAS will find interested viewers everywhere.
The bigger picture and the part that honestly makes what we're doing here tonight bigger than the contest is the connection to our greater community. That community outreach we feel like is really, really important. And for me, that's the part that makes it much bigger than just the contest that we have.
I wonder from each of you if there was one thing that you hope I absorbed from what you've said that I will then disseminate into the community.
Making an effort to truly see what's in the products that you're buying. You don't know what's in there unless you are going looking for it.
Maybe next time you're sitting down with lunch with your family or friends, just bring up like a conversation about, hey, have you ever heard of this? And just see where that conversation leads.
Even if you talk to like a random person about it, you don't know how they're affected. Maybe they're contaminated. What if they have high levels? Maybe you just saved a person's life. Definitely spreading the word because you have no idea where that will go and how helpful that could be.
At the end of the day, PFAS contamination isn't a simple issue. The costs are high, the chemistry is complex, and the impacts are real. Whether through cleanup, prevention, or innovation, one thing is clear. The challenge isn't just how to fix it, but how to do so responsibly. This leads us back to ask, can Spokane County build a bridge over these troubled waters?
Our educational campaign is having an impact, but there's no quick fix for cleaning up forever chemicals. The responsible parties and the regulators are working together far better than ever before. They're now offering testing and home water filters with the goal of clean water for everyone in our community. Let's keep going together.